Hey, beautifuls. I am just coming at you here tonight because I would like to talk a little bit about the ways that you care for yourself. So, self-care is a pretty popular term these days, but contrary to popular belief, it is not just taking bubble baths and doing spa days. The things that we do every day are part of our care for ourselves. So, are you doing some basic things like drinking enough water? Conversely, not drinking things that are dehydrating you and not making you feel your best, whether that's coffee or sody pop or alcohols. And it's also not something to hold against yourself if you don't always drink sufficient amounts of water to hydrate yourself. It is simply a reminding tool to get you into a space where you can acknowledge, oh, I didn't have enough water today. What will I choose to do the next moment? Right? So my coach in the Holistic Coach Network, who created holistic coaching as part of the ICF, the International Coaching Federation, Beverly Sartain. I just posted a link on LinkedIn today, taking you through 10 non-negotiable self-care rituals. And since these are my jammy jam, I thought I would talk about my favorite one that came up, which was to schedule worry time into your planner. So I'm a big lover of journaling. I have like hundreds of journals, and it just struck me as something pretty unique and fun that you could do. So you're gonna worry, right? We're humans, things happen, we worry about things, we stress, we get anxiety from time to time. These are very natural occurrences. They ain't so fun, but they do happen. So one of the purposes of holistic coaching is to examine, and also yoga and meditation are the processes of observing ourselves, observing our minds. And so we can reflect on what we are spending our time doing, what we are spending our brain, our emotional, and our spiritual energy on, so that if we want to shift or change that in the future, we can recognize, wow, I did this thing. This is what the result was, or here's the instance, right? We all have issues, the issue that's coming up or triggering you. Then we can look at what action did we take, how we felt, what we were thinking about, what we felt in our bodies. And then after the action, what was our reaction to the situation? What was our feeling then? What was in our headspace then? And what were we feeling in our bodies after we took that action? So we can keep a record of this in our journals and look back on it. That's why journaling is so nice. You can reference back to, it's kind of like a log of what's going on in your world, in your emotional space, in your brain, your mental capacity, in your spiritual energy, in your subtle energy in your body, and also in your emotional space. Did I say that one already? Your physical body, whatever. So I've got this awesome journal that I just purchased for the year. Make today great, or make today count. Sorry, 2022. And in it, there is a whole schedule for the month. And if you don't have a journal like this, it's fine. You can use any kind of journal that you want. But it really struck me that this non-negotiable, they make these things non-negotiable for themselves. So think about what things are not non-negotiable for you, right? It's non-negotiable for me to brush my teeth in the morning, or else I feel like a crazy person. What things are already non-negotiable? So that's part of my self-care routine. Doesn't have to be yours, but it's kind of healthy, right? Keeping your mouth clean of tar and plaque. It's a pretty good thing. Also flossing. So maybe you have these non-negotiables already, right? And do you also have, so firstly, congratulate yourself and see if there's a way that you can reward yourself or celebrate yourself for having things that are non-negotiable that are part of your care for yourself. Yeah. That is called saucha in yoga. That's the term for cleanliness or caring for yourself, your physical body, your physical health. So we can kind of do two birds, one stone, even though that's a terrible reference to kill two birds with one stone. Let's say feed two birds with one ear of corn. Okay. Two birds, one ear of corn. We can look at caring for ourselves and also not making it a non-negotiable that we've already done for ourselves. Just whatever is part of your normal daily self-care routine, right? So you got boop. I took care of some self-care. I loved myself, and I have non-negotiable boundaries set up for myself. Whoa, that's the third one. And also you can think about it in a yoga philosophy and also holistic coaching. So two birds, one ear of corn there too. I've checked off that I'm doing something for myself from the yogic perspective, and I'm also doing something for myself from the holistic coaching perspective. So two pats on the back. Go me. Yeah. So think about what are your non-negotiables, and also consider if it might be a workable solution for you to utilize this tip for self-care. So you're going to worry, as I said before, we're going to worry, we're going to get frustrated and be concerned about things in the future. You know, nobody's perfect. Even people who would claim, I don't know if anybody would claim to be enlightened. No, there are people who claim to be enlightened. And you are also enlightened already. We just tend to forget and we come back into our human, our ego lives, our ego mindset, our left brain hemisphere, right? That is our ego. And we react to things. We stress about things. We worry about things because we are human. It's fine. You can also simultaneously be enlightened, be a mindful thinker, be a mindful mover, be a conscious spiritual being, and also from time to time get really worried and freaked out. It's totally normal, right? We can begin to normalize instead, or along with that, begin to normalize scheduling our worry time. Because how nice would it be, right? We like to compartmentalize things, right? Our brain and our society teaches us to put this in this box over here. This feels really good. I even have all these journals so I can like put fun stuff in this one. And I can put like serious life stuff in this one. And I can have another journal. Where is it? That's just like day to day, what happens every day in my life, right? You can have different sections for different things. So if you can compartmentalize your worry, you're kind of giving it boundaries, right? You're giving it a place where it's allowed to exist, but it's not allowed to bleed into every other area of your life. So it's like, okay, when I'm at work or when I'm working, these are the hours that I work. I'm not going to schedule my worry time in there. So then you can check in with yourself. Am I worrying right now? Hey, this is not worry time. This is working time. Yeah. So I, for one, also have come into the realization that I used to think that I disliked scheduling until I found a little bit of joy in it by getting like a really beautiful scheduling planner and making it fun for myself using color, right? Getting excited about how I'm creative and I'm planning these things for my future. So if you also hate scheduling or think that you do, it might be easy to combine those two things, to compartmentalize worry with scheduling, right? You're going to worry anyway. You're not necessarily going to schedule. So use the thing that comes really easily or naturally to you, the worrying, right? It's unfortunate, but maybe worrying is very easy for you. It's fine, it's okay, right? Accept it, allow it, and then try scheduling in some worry time into your schedule. Um, and then just see what happens, right? Does a schedule work for you? Is scheduling something in even functional for you? Maybe yes, maybe no. Either way, it's okay. Is worrying something that actually works for you as you schedule, if you schedule it? So when you sit down to schedule it, do you then sit down and go, okay, this is my worry time. What am I worried about? Oh, nothing. I can't think of anything right now. Awesome. There's a to-do list check that you can instantly make. I got nothing worrying about. Great. And then when you find yourself maybe worrying in a time that's not on the schedule, maybe it'll help you to say, hey, this is not worry time. I actually have this other thing going on at that time, so I can't worry right now. So this is just the hope that what might happen for you to consider what might be possible for you to do in the other areas of or other time slots in your day if you know consciously I have worry time scheduled for that time, you know. Excuse me. And I wouldn't recommend scheduling the worry time for, right before bed. Right, that may not be very supportive for your sleeping, which is also part of your self-care. That for me is a non-negotiable. I need to sleep for as long as I need to sleep without an alarm. Yeah, I'm fortunate enough to have planned my life around a business for myself that I can do that for myself. Maybe you can't do that for yourself, so maybe that's not your non-negotiable. But what is your non-negotiable? And what might you try that's just a little bit quirky or different around your self-care to kind of maybe trick yourself or feed two birds with one ear of corn, right? What are you already doing naturally that you love, and try to pair it with something that you don't really love to help yourself, right? To make it more joyful. Like scheduling, maybe I can pair it with my love of artwork and creativity by making my scheduling more colorful with beautiful pictures and use markers and stickers and things like that. I also got a bunch of stickers for my calendar. So this is just an example. I hope you guys enjoyed the self-love tool for, boy, oh boy, jet lag has killed me. For using it could be using many of the love languages to love yourself, right? Time, gift. You might want to give yourself a gift of a new planner or a scheduler. You're definitely spending time on yourself and you're thinking about time in terms of your schedule. Yeah, you know what the other of the five love languages are? Touch, words of affirmation. So you can do mantra like, I make self-care a non-negotiable. And these are the areas that I make it a non-negotiable in. My showers, my teeth brushing. Maybe you get a hot steam bath every month or week. So we have time, touch, words of affirmation, gifts, and acts of service. It's always the one I forget because it's the lowest on my priorities. So acts of service is doing good things for yourself that are kind of challenging for some people. Acts of service is like taking out the trash, washing the dishes, making your bed, cleaning the house. These are all acts of service. So can you do these things for yourself? Because again, back to the saucha, the cleanliness. Can we do these things to keep our space clean, free of clutter and debris, and sacred for ourselves? I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please comment below what you think you're going to do for your kind of quirky little non-negotiable for your self-care. I'd love to hear from you. And if you would like some assistance on self-love tools, I have a private Facebook group called Restore and Love Yourself with Beth. That's me, where I house loads of self-love tools, including journaling practices and challenges, artwork, restorative yoga classes, yoga nidra classes. What else is in there? Yeah. Lots of full moon rituals and new moon rituals and just tons of love. So if you'd like to join us, that group is $333 for the year. You can also try it for 1 month to see if you like it for $33.33. Ask me if you'd like the link, and I'll see you soon. I love you, but you gotta love you. So love yourself. Just 1% more. See you soon, beauties. Bye-bye.